She's been passionate about baking her whole life, but her art has definitely hit a new level. Kayla Huchin from Sonder Bakehouse is here with us today with some really yummy treats, of course. You know how much we love treats here.
A lot.
Do you?
A lot.
You have a few cookies after this.
Just a few? Okay.
I love it.
Anyway, so.
And they're beautiful. I'm going to hold up. I keep saying this too. Oh, I guess, well, now I have to.
Now you have to eat it.
Just eat it.
Okay.
They are Instagram worthy. They are so pretty that you have to take a picture of them. I mean, they are. And we have pictures behind us of some of the wedding cakes and things that you have done as well. So let's jump in before we kind of talk about where you are now. And I just mentioned in the break, I want to talk about these birthday parties you're doing, team building, baking events. But when did you get started? Even in high school?
Yeah, so I was really young. I grew up baking in the kitchen with my babysitter, Carla. And then just bringing cookies and treats to like literally every holiday you could think of. It just kind of snowballed from there. But yeah, I was 17 when I baked for my first wedding, and then kind of had a break, like freshman, sophomore year in college, and then 2021 I got back into it again. I baked for another friend's wedding, and then from there it never stopped. So yeah, it's been a while. So
I asked you if you knew how many wedding cakes. You said more than 100. I mean, more than 100 weddings.
Yeah, at least a couple hundred. I guess.
Wow.
I wish I'd get better
and you're
record of that.
And you're so young, so you must do a lot in a week or in
It's
a month or whatever.
Some weekends. A couple weeks ago, I had my first Saturday with 3 weddings.
Oh my goodness!
So that was a bit of a scramble and adjustment, but it worked.
That's awesome.
So how would you explain what makes you different than other bakehouses? And you know, you can get your wedding cake at a lot of places, you can buy cookies anywhere, but there's something different about yours.
Oh gosh. Branding, I think, is part of it. Like, I want to create, I guess, a brand that people recognize, and I think packaging matters. And just really, I'd love to create experiences for people in the kitchen, which is part of Sonder Bakehouse. I've been in there for a few months now, but I've had some events like you said, the birthday party last week. So there were 9 girls, and they decorated some cookies and dipped some cake pops and just hung out and opened gifts.
Oh, that's a great
They had a little
party.
cookbook scavenger hunt.
Oh, look at, like, here's a picture of like kids in the kitchen.
That is it.
Oh my goodness, I would have loved that. I mean, that looks so fun.
I don't know if they had more fun or if I did.
You did?
I knew lots of those girls
great,
too, so it was so fun to just see them.
Oh, cute.
And with your own space now,
yeah, so
this is really going to be great.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. It's pretty customizable right now because like someone reached out to me, they just wanted a team building event, so there was 9 of them. They baked macarons in teams, like I picked a winner, and then there was a break where they did some team building stuff for an hour, and then they brought in food. But yeah, you can rent it out. Last night I had my first rental, but they just had a meeting and they wanted a desserts, and they were in the space for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
But yeah, it's open to the public.
That's awesome because, I mean, first of all, I mean, these other word of mouth, it's going to spread, you know, so that's good to do these events.
Yeah, it's really
getting
been
these
word of
people
mouth
together.
so far.
I told you, right? I had a mom. I just met a mom I didn't even know. Both our daughters were having physical therapy, and we started visiting because she watches North Dakota Today, which, by the way, that's what we depend on. You guys telling us.
Yeah, we do.
She's like, you have to reach out to Sonder Bakehouse, and she's doing these birthday parties. You might need to pay her for marketing.
Yeah.
But you're right. Word of mouth is just amazing. But I love too that you can go from a little girl's birthday party to a team building event in the same space. What is it
really
about baking and being in the kitchen that it works for all those different things?
It brings me together with people. Like, it's a connection. Like, food always brings people together, so I always loved that. And just the reaction, like the joy that it would bring someone. And then really baking has become this huge cornerstone, which my life really pivots around baking and giving, just because there's some organizations that I really care about, and creating experiences for people in the kitchen while really giving to the global community, clean water and in my case. But that's really where I thrive at the end of the day, is serving others.
Can you expand on that?
Well, so for example, the macaron classes, I've had 3 so far. They're small, intimate classes, like 4 to 6 people. So they pay to go to that, but $25 from every person that signs up goes to Charity Water.
Oh.
Just this phenomenal organization that gives people clean water, because 1 in 10 people lack access to world's or life's most basic need. You know, something you and I take for granted every day because we have it.
Wow, your heart's in the right place. That's really incredible when you hear it would be easy. You're still, you know, growing and adding as a business owner yourself. So to be looking outside of yourself is really incredible.
Thank you.
We want to take a short break. When we come back, I had asked you, we're not going to bake anything or create or stir anything, but we want to get some advice because you have been a fax teacher. You've been in the classroom, right? So as a former teacher as well, we didn't even get into that. You're going to give us some advice in case we want to tackle some of this
Because we need it
in the kitchen. We need the help, so don't go anywhere. We're going to get some key advice next.